there's some things you just have to just like instantly watch and record your thoughts on because you watched it or you were there live. There are some moments in life you just have to witness for yourself at that moment because it won't feel the same afterwards. If somebody were to ask me, nigga, why do you still watch wrestling? I would first, and then I would sit their ass down and make them watch the entire Cruiserweight Classic, which I actually did today. They ran the entire thing, start to finale, which is just going off. Ew, Bellas. But there's just something you have to just be glad that you watched live and saw what you saw. Like the Cruiserweight Classic from start to finish, this finale was everything. First of all, I don't even want to talk about the first match because the first match just got my fuck that. We're not even gonna talk about the first match. We're gonna talk about the second match, which was Kota Ibushi versus TJ Perkins. So, I'm seriously not talking about the first match. Like, I'm gonna have to bring on my cousin, or when I'm on changing the questions or something like that, or somebody else's channel, I will talk about it there. Here, we will not talk about that match. Okay? It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I figured it might happen, but we're not going to talk about it. Anyway, TJP versus Ibushi. Because that was the chant that you heard most of the time. Was everything and more. The only way I can describe this match is by referring back to other matches in this series. So, if you take the raw emotion of the Brian Kendrick, same person in this tournament because they both cried their eyes out when he lost. Anyways, if you take the raw emotion of the Kendrick's Ibushi match with the athletic ability of the Cedric Ibushi match with the charisma of TJ Perkins, just add it all in there, that match just became my favorite match. Top 5, make this wide, top 10 favorite matches ever. Because that match was life. I don't even want to talk about it because it's spoilers, but it's wrestling. It's already on the internet. There are people live tweeting like and there are people doing live results like Anyways, but you started off with this match. Oh my god, I know I'm comfortable now. But let me put it like this. I shouldn't be talking about this on camera, so this is how you know this is about to get real. I hit my bomb. I had a nice little hit, half a bowl, just to get through the rest of the Cruiserweight Classic. It didn't last the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes of the Kota Ibushi TJP match, because that's when I decided to smoke, because I was playing some Dokkan Battle. So, this match happened, and from the offset, they filmed each other out. Kota throwing kicks, TJ's blocking. High knee blocks, catching them, dragging whips. They were both getting their spots in, pretty much. Just getting their spots in, making it look clean, countering spots. And then it starts to get real when Kota goes for not the springboard, but the one where he goes onto, I think it's called the triangle springboard, when he goes over the top rope, land on the second rope on the outside, and then flip. Not on the springboard. Okay, got me. And then TJ kicked his legs from under him, and Kota landed hard on his neck. And then TJ rolled him in the ring, and there was some more action. I think he tried to tap him out at this point. Some head work. And then TJ got caught slipping, and then we just started raining in kicks. Just raining in kicks from Kota. And then they just start going back and forth, back and forth. I'm trying to make this a quick one too, but I gotta let you, this was just a good match. It was just a good match. and then first TJ hit that reverse lumbar into the pin. Coda kicked out. Then he tried to go for. Then they tried to do some more chain wrestling because TJ's trying to hit some moves. Coda trying to hit some moves. Coda finally gets him into a position. I think he kicked him like dead in the head into a position where he can hit him for the Golden Star Powerbomb. At one point, he just gets out of it. The second time he hits it, and I think the third time he tried to go for it was a DDT. Those three things happened, but I'm not sure if it's in that order. So, anyways, Golden Star Powerbomb didn't work, and then some more moves. I think there was another high spot off the top ropes, and then TJ caught Coda slipping pretty much with a kick, got him into the it was something off the top rope. Yeah, it was something off the top rope, and Coda was going to kill him. No, wait, wrong match. Spoilers. Anyways, Coda tapped out to TJ Perkins just to get it out of the way. Coda tapped out, and I'm like, whoa, shock of the century. Actually, the first match was shock of the century, but this was like, wow. Both of them. Okay, so now I'm at the point where like I can't do this shit no more. I need a break from wrestling life. I need a nap. So I'm just sitting here scrolling down Twitter, tweeting a little bit, watching, looking at people's reactions, and then we go to the tag team match: DIY versus Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander. Mirror match. This was like Teledad format in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know what I'm talking about. Dino Rabbit. No, I'm gonna say Magic Specters. Pendulums. Performer Pals. This was just a freaking mirror match, and it was a good mirror match. And Cedric needs to come up with a third ending move, because he goes for the brainbuster, then he goes for the kick, and then it's like, oh shit, what do I do now? It's like, what do I do now? So he goes in, tag Noam Dar. Yeah, we'll just fast forward right into the match. Pause. How is the long dart legal, but the curve stomp isn't? Same thing. You're forcing somebody's head into something. Just saying. If the long dart is legal, bring back my pile driver, bring back my curve stomp. Just saying. And then DIY's finishing move, just still fast forwarding, their finishing move, that super kick with the knee in the back of the head, how is that legal and the pile driver isn't? Just saying. Make wrestling fair again. Anyways, DIY wins in a great filler match. And then we just have... And the presentation of this whole show before we get into the finals was great. After each victory, they will came out. Kathy came out, and I think that's Kathy. I can't remember. They came out, interviewed him, and it just gave it a more realistic feel. And then Regal came out and put these big ass fucking CWC medals on there. I'm buying. Oh, spoilers. We'll get there in a second. Then we get to a lot of video packages. William Regal went to the announce booth to talk to Ronaldo and Brian. So did Corey Graves. Great stuff. Then we got video packages. They showed them warming up, getting iced up from their last two matches. And then we get into it. It is Ramatelli versus TJ Perkins. Yes, Zack Sabre Jr. lost. I don't want to talk about it. Zack Sabre Jr. lost. I don't want to talk about it. Ooh, PTS. Anyways. Don't worry, I'm gonna smoke after this. Last time y'all gonna actually hear me referencing that I'm actually gonna smoke and not using like little subtle phrases. I have to smoke. Whew. So we go into Grand Metalik versus TJP. Ring entrances, shake hands. It's all about the game. He sure didn't show up for Raw. He really didn't show up for Raw. But he showed up for this. Okay. He comes out. We scoured the world for 32 of the best. And now we're down to 2. One of you have to die to win this. And he pulls out the Cruiserweight Championship, which is perfect. And I feel like, I know it's not purple, but it kind of looks similar to my little custom belt. I told y'all the WWE has been stalking me. They've been stalking me for the longest. Just give me a contract already. What do you want me to do? Creative? You want me to help advise storylines? You want me to be the Jeff Jahns or the Kevin Feige of your creative? Because that's what you need. You need a Kevin Feige. And I think you're watching my Twitter, man. I think you're watching my Twitter. I'm paranoid. But it's okay. Because if you were watching my Twitter, you already know what happened in this match. Who got the upper hand first? I think they were feeling each other out. I don't think nobody got the upper hand. Not like in the first match where Grand Metalik got the upper hand on Zack Sabre Jr. The last time we talk about it, probably not. But they go off, and it's just TJ got the upper hand first because he did his little twisty head takedown twice. There were no dabs. TJ Perkins' focus all night was something serious. He didn't sweat Coda. He sure wasn't sweating Grand Metalik. I'm gonna just say that. This match was good. So many good spots. There was a Hurricanrana from the top rope to the inside to the outside. Grand Metalik, I don't know what this little man is on, but he sprinted across the ring into a over the top rope head scissor takedown to the floor on TJ Perkins. I was like, okay, buddy. And the way Grand Metalik was just, that's how it was. Probably harder than that. I'm working on my chops. I'm getting my chops together. See, watch. Was that a good one? Will that reverberate? I need to work on it. Got you. So, just his chest, it was red all over. You'll see it, and it was just so good. And then it was so many times you thought Metalik had him. He hit him with the driver, and I'm like, bruh, I told you 15 minutes ago not to get hit with the driver because you already took a Golden Star Powerbomb. And you took the driver, he kicked out. He kicked out because TJ was working his leg over the whole match. And he was already hurt from Zack Sabre Jr. putting them submissions on his ass. So the leg gave out. He couldn't get the cover in time. TJ kicked out at 2. And then TJ tried to kill him. Didn't work. Forgot how he tried to kill him. I need to end this. We're probably, how long is this? We're only 14 minutes in. All right, cool. So, we still need to end this quick. Got to the point, end of the match. Grand Metalik tried to kill him with a metallic driver from the second rope. Like, kind of like an avalanche AA. He was going to do an avalanche a metallic driver. And I was like, oh, God. TJ, no. And then TJ countered. He squirmed out, got the leg, put him in that goddamn knee bar, locked it in. Tap out. And TJ Perkins is your new first ever fucking re-roll them dice. Mulligan on the Cruiserweight division. Mulligan, new first ever Cruiserweight champion, TJ Perkins. And once Metallic defeated, it's a pecking order on things. I love how they set it up. It's a pecking order on these things. TJ Perkins beat, who did he beat? He didn't beat Norm Dar, did he? He did beat Dar. I don't care. The point is, they beat big level names to get to the point where they are. To get to that finals. Think about the people that were beat. Tajiri. Cedric Alexander. Zack Sabre Jr. Kota Ibushi. Noam Dar. Tozawa. Gallagher. Who else was in here? Doesn't matter. There were so many big names in this tournament. For these two, TJ Perkins and Grand Metalik, I knew who TJ Perkins was. I've heard of Grand Metalik. I think he went up by his other name. I can't remember now because I know him and Grand Metalik. So, watching this and watching the journey, because you learn so much watching these indie guys, and that's why people like AJ Styles, Nakamura, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, you learn so much from them. Sami Zayn, Neville, DIY, the two of them, just the two of us. Cedric Alexander, you learn so much from their struggles, and that's why people used to get so pissed when people came in from the indies and then they changed their names. And then CM Punk started to break the mold on that. And then you kind of got Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, things like that. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. They just wiped El Generico off the map and made Sami Zayn. And they did the same thing with Andrade too. They took the mask off of him and said, hey, you're a handsome guy. Show the face. Let's make money off the face and not the mask. Which is a really smart thing, because when you're out from behind the mask, people can see your face and you can get more deals that way. So it's a really smart thing to do, Triple H, making them to take the mask off. And leaving it on certain people, Kalisto, Sin Cara. So, this all together, the Cruiserweight Classic, almost perfect in my eyes. Almost perfect. There's certain things. The crowd made this great. The crowd made this great. It's not the NXT crowd. It really isn't. It might be the NXT crowd, but it seemed like people were so glad that the Cruiserweights are back. We have been calling for the last Cruiserweight champion. Hornswoggle. Mulligan. Yes, you're right. Exactly. TJ Perkins, the first ever Cruiserweight champion. Kevin Owens, second Universal champion. I recognize Finn. Fuck you, Stephanie. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. I need a job one day. So I'm gonna bleep that out. I'm gonna hard edit that. I'm gonna bleep that out. Anyways, I've talked long enough. This video is probably like 20 minutes now. If you enjoyed the Cruiserweight Classic, who was your pick? Who was your initial pick? And I know brackets got busted. I know some people bracket got busted. Some people probably, the thing about this is, some people are probably going for TJ Perkins because they know about him from, Mexico and being on the West Coast. What's on? I think that's Gorilla Pro over there on the West Coast and all that stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? All the stuff on the West Coast, California, and all that wrestling scene. And then some people probably knew Kota because they watch a lot of New Japan and things like that. And they know his connections with AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and things like that. Some people probably knew who Grand Metalik was, You know, I think I said that already. Anyway, people know who Zack Sabre Jr. From England. You know, Noam Dar, he came in with a following. Cedric Alexander from Ring of Honor. People came in with their favorites because they had legitimate reasons to want them to win. Now think about something like the Royal Rumble and things like that. Think about they built towards the Royal Rumble. You have a split roster now. Have matches leading up to the Royal Rumble. That way it can, and then have those people in those matches leading up to the Royal Rumble, even while you're still trying to fill out who's going to be in the Rumble. Compete to see who's going to be in the Rumble, even if you have some surprise interest. You can say like, oh, we're going to have 25 or 24 spots open for the Royal Rumble with 6 surprise entrances and returns and things like that. That's perfectly fine as long as the crowd knows. And then give us reason to care. Like if you just throw all of them in, like, oh, it's going to be random, we're going to find out that day, it takes away from the specialty of it. That's why I like tournaments in anything. Like that's why I like watching at the end of the season of sports. You follow a little bit, you got your favorite teams, yada yada yada. But it's basketball, it's football. It's as long as you keep up with the stats and the players and things like that, you don't have to watch week to week because it's a amalgam of players on the team. If you try to keep track of every player in the NFL, you're whatever. That's why people have favorites. It's the same thing with wrestling. It's a lot easier to keep up with, but in game, when you're fighting for something, like you have 4 pay-per-views, like 4 big pay-per-views a year: WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. If you made them feel like it, like you had all these events like Backlash, No Mercy, and whatever the third one is, and it leads into a pay-per-view now. If you make that in-game pay-per-view feel special, like Survivor Series is coming up. If you make that in-game pay-per-view feel special and people are working towards getting on the Survivor Series card, it'll make it feel so much better. And I think that's the direction that WWE is going in right now, especially with this tournament. Nobody expected TJ Perkins to win this match. You probably expected him to go far. I think I called him in my final 4. I got to go watch those videos from months ago now. But it's just the excitement, and I thought I was ending this video like probably 5-10 minutes ago now. I'm so sorry, but you get what I'm saying. That's why tournaments are so good. Think about how special the Money in the Bank ladder match used to be when those people had to fight to get in, and then WrestleMania rolled around, and then it's like, okay, these 6, 7, 8 guys fought their way here. You see what I'm saying? It's something about it. It's the build up. That's all it is. The build up in the story, and that's what this Cruiserweight Classic did. It had build up. It had story. Great stories. Working the injuries. Gargano, he got tapped out because of his knee from the last match, and being in NXT Brooklyn 2. They have mentioned that Coda's neck came into play. Brian Kendrick's age, his, all that. It's just oh my god, it's just, maybe I have to. If this was a pay-per-view, this would be the best pay-per-view of the year. It's a network special. So is it the best network special of the year? Best network special of the year. That's how we can call it. Because I don't want to call it perfect. I got to watch it again. Actually sit down and focus and watch it. Not be tweeting or anything. I just have to sit down and watch it. As of right now, I said it's a 9 out of 10. If you disagree with me, yada, yada, yada. Favorite. Who's your favorite going in? Who you think was going to win? I thought Zack Sabre Jr. was going to make it to the finals. I knew Kota was going to win. I just knew in my heart Kota Ibushi was going to win the tournament, and I marked the fuck out when he tapped out. So, yeah, with all that being said, if you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked in the description below. I'm buying that belt, not the toy version, probably the $400 version of that Cruiserweight belt. It looks like a mix between a WWE belt and a boxing championship belt. It's so simple, so simple, but it gets the job done, and it made sense. It's the WWE logo on top of the World Cruiserweight. They had the classic to find the. I'm done. I'm sorry. Follow me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked down below. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if 25-minute video, I haven't done one of these in a long time. I hope you guys stick around to the end. If you did, hashtag pineapple so I can stop and shut the hell up. Shawn DaGamer, I'm out of here.